Kelsey
and Kendra,
and today we're going to be filming our yearly favorites. We did not do one of these last year because we were in the process of trying to get this house and we really didn't care too much about talking about products, and we really didn't use that much new stuff last year.
Oh yeah,
I don't really think. Yeah, we didn't do one last year, Kendra.
I thought we did one, but
no, we did not. No, we didn't.
Okay.
But we're doing one for 2018 because we did try some new products, but we decided to do, instead of best of beauty, to do top 18 products of 2018 because we can get kind of long-winded with products and kind of go overboard. So I decided that we should do 18 products for 2018 because it kind of narrows it down.
Yes.
And gives us a limit.
Yes, so this video will not be like 2-3 hours long
like they have been the past couple of years.
Yes.
You guys know our yearly favorites are super long.
Yes.
This one's gonna be long too, so, but not, you know, as long.
Having a set number just made it more practical.
Yeah. Get your drinks, get your snacks, your dinner, whatever time you're watching this.
Breakfast,
Just get it.
dinner,
Yeah, lunch, dinner.
anything.
Yeah. Just get something to eat because we're gonna be sitting here for a minute.
Okay, so we're gonna start with hair, and we don't have like a certain amount of products for each category. We just started picking things, and when we came up with 18, that was it. So this is the first hair product that I have to talk about. This is a curly hair product, and this was the first time I tried out this brand this past year that I heavily wanted to like dive into trying other styling products for my curly hair, because I'm a creature of habit when it comes to my curly hair, and I get like a little more picky about products, and I don't really want to try too much when my hair is curly. But this Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator just stole my heart. When I tell y'all, I wore this product so many times. This is basically half empty. Definitely gonna get about 2 more backups for the summer of 2019 because I love this product so much. It's basically a very strong hold gel, but it also moisturizes your hair. Like when you first put it in, it has the most amazing slip. If you have very thick curly hair that gets tangled very easily, I highly recommend this one just because it has like that nice balance of moisture and hold. And I like to use it without a leave-in conditioner. You don't have to use like a thick, like a creamy kind of leave-in conditioner. You can use a spray, which is what I do. I use the Uncle Funky's Daughter leave-in. The matching leave-in conditioner did not make it into this video because I was trying to give each category some love, but it is a favorite of mine. Of course, Kelsey and I said we can't talk about everything. Everything can't make it. So if you have not tried anything from this brand, I highly recommend the Curl Stimulator, and you will not be disappointed because it's bomb. Okay, so I literally only have one hair product to talk about that I used in 2018 that I actually really liked enough to mention in this top 18, because other than this product, I pretty much stuck to my old faithfuls when it came to hair this year. Because every time I tried something new, my hair turned out a hot ass mess. You can ask Kendra, she was like, stop trying this stuff and stick to what you know. I'm like, Even though that was kind of new, but that was like one of the only things that worked out.
You got lucky with the new stuff you was trying, because the stuff that I was trying, I was just like, my hair was dry, it was flaky. I was just like, I'm just trying to try new stuff to talk to y'all about. But everything new that I tried, I didn't like. But this was new that I tried, and Kendra put me on, and I loved it. This was in my curly hair routine. This is by Jessie Curl, and this is the Spiralicious Styling Gel. And you guys know that I'm more of a cream / lotion style type girl. I don't really like gels a lot, but I love this one. Kendra is more of a gels girl, which is how she put me onto this. But this made me fall in love with gels again, because I used to use them back in the day, but I just stopped after I started really liking like lotions from like Miss Jessie's and stuff, and like creams. But this gel, y'all, is so bomb. It's very lightweight, but still gives you really nice hold. So this is good for any hair type in my opinion, because you can use as much as you want or as little as you want. So it's a very easy product to work with. So yeah, you have like super like thick hair or like more fine hair, you still would like this. And this big tub is still gonna last me a ton. It's like up to here, and I basically use half, which is really good because I can use the rest of this next year, which is perfect. You can get the smaller bottle if you want to give it a try to start out with, but you'll probably end up getting the Big Daddy like I did, because I fell in love with this gel. It works great with creams or on its own, so love this gel. So the second to last hair product I have, I only have 3 hair products, is this wonderful deep conditioner. This is from the brand Briogeo, and it's their Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask, and it's a Allure 2017 beauty favorite, but this was my 2018 beauty favorite. I was obsessed with this mask. This was my most used mask
of 2018, and I like this on my curly hair and my straight hair. I have like the huge industrial salon size of this mask. I highly recommended it the entire year. When my hair went through like a hot mess phase, when it was really damaged, I used this a lot, and it definitely helped my hair get back to like a normal, healthy, you know, state. And I'm obsessed with the smell. Some people don't really like the smell, but to me it just smells like a nice clean salon smell. Like, I'm obsessed with their products.
Like salon clean.
Some people don't like the smell of it. Like, some people say it smell like medicine. I was like, I don't know what kind of medicine you taking. I love the smell of it, and if you care about this kind of stuff, it has no sulfates, no silicones, and no parabens. So that's really good if you're someone who's mindful of those ingredients. And it just makes my hair super soft. It does an amazing job at detangling, and it's not too thick. It's not one of those thick hair masks where you feel like it's gonna take 10,000 years to rinse out. I like thick hair masks when my hair is curly, but I do like that this is a very versatile product with different hair types. So depending on how I'm gonna wear my hair, it doesn't matter when I'm using this. So I highly recommend it. Super bomb. Makes your hair feel super healthy and nourished, and it's just magical. So my very last hair product here is from the brand Alterna, and it is their Bamboo Smooth Candy Oil Dry Oil Mist. I love this product. Kelsey used this a lot more than I did the past couple of years, but I found myself picking it up a lot this past year, the entire year of 2018, and it does a really good job with curly hair and straight hair. It just makes your hair super shiny, and it says Ultimate Frizz Control for medium hair types. Kelsey and I have really thick hair, so I highly recommend it if you have any type of hair. Of course, if you have more fine hair, use less, of course. If you want to use less, spread in your hand and then rub it in. Like, smooth it over. But I can just mist it over my whole head, and it doesn't feel like weighed down or greasy, which is why I love this stuff. And it just makes your hair shine like at the top of the Chrysler building. I'm obsessed with it, and the smell is so good. I love like these Alterna Shine sprays. They have two other ones that are really good, but this one is by far the best to me. And I love the Bamboo Smooth line because it's like strengthening. Anything with bamboo in it is gonna be strengthening. So I highly recommend this. It says strength, flexibility, and sustainability on it. So if you're having a length retention problem and your hair is shedding like crazy, use products with those kind of names in it, because it's gonna definitely help strengthen the hair cuticle so it doesn't keep breaking off. Because I mentioned this before, in this past year with like giving you guys some hair tips, you always want to balance out some kind of like protein and moisture for your hair. You don't want to do too much of each one. You want to mix it up and have a nice balance to have healthy hair, because too much moisture can weaken the hair cuticle, and then too much protein can make it super dry
and break off.
So
you need both.
You definitely need both, and this is one of those products that you need in your hair routine, so I highly recommend it.
Okay, so we're mixing it up today, so we're moving all around the board, you feel me? Okay, so we're gonna be doing makeup next. I feel like I got a lot of skincare too, I'm lying.
Yeah, you got a lot of skincare.
So I have half and half of skincare and makeup. Shut up. So I guess I'll start with a primer in the order that I apply makeup. So I only have one primer to mention, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this in a favorites last year. I honestly don't know, but I've been using the crap out of this in 2018. As you can see, it's squeezed to death. Like, it's like hardly anything left in here. And this is the Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne Treatment. And the reason I've been using this so much in 2018 is because 2018 has been the worst year for our skin. I'm not sure why.
Hormonal.
Well, mostly hormonal. But the other half, I don't know why. I heard that your skin and your hair goes through a change
every 7 years.
Every 7 years, so I'm guessing that's probably why. Because when I think about it, like before this, our skin has been like really good. Like, of course, a couple of breakouts here and there during the time of the month.
Not severe.
But not like severe like it's been. But this has been very helpful when I've had to wear makeup, which is quite often because of our job. But that's also why I haven't been filming as many makeup tutorials in 2018, because I've been trying to not wear makeup. Because when you have acne prone skin, it's best to let your skin breathe. And if you don't have to wear makeup, don't wear it. But when I've had to, I really like using this primer, and I don't feel like I'm like putting gunk on my face and like clogging my pores. So this has been very helpful because I have very oily skin, of course, and it was acne prone. So if you have acne prone oily skin, this is the perfect primer for you when you have to wear makeup. So yeah, Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne Treatment. It's bomb. I need to get another one, obviously.
So I don't have any primers because there was not one that like knocked my socks off. It's hard for me to be pleased with a primer, and I would mention my Sicily primer, but I've only been using it for a month. But I'm gonna start with foundation. So I only have 2 here.
That was my next one.
My next one is definitely this Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation with SPF 15. And it's a full cover, oil-free, shine control foundation.
Yes.
If you are oily and you have not tried this foundation, what are you doing with your life? You need this in your life. If you're a full coverage kind of girl, if you get a very oily T-zone, if you have to blot constantly, if you have a problem with pores.
And it's not drying either.
It's not drying, like you don't have like the flakes, you know, because Kelsey and I can get combination in the fall and winter months. This don't do that.
Yeah, this is a like
so
good
bomb
year-round foundation.
Yes.
Because some foundations work better in winter and some work better in summer. But this one I feel like works good for every season.
It's a nice go-to. You can use it at any time of the year, and I love the finish. It's like a nice smooth, like skin-like, but still mattifying. But it doesn't look cakey. And if you're someone who likes to mix your foundations, this does a really good job with mixing with other
foundations.
And they have a huge color selection. Bobbi Brown did a really good job with the shades for this foundation. I have like a few. I alternate between Walnut number 8 and 7.5.
Yeah, I use both. Sometimes I mix them too.
I mix them. It's just a really all-around good foundation. I feel like this is collectively the one we both use the most. Like I found myself picking this up
a lot,
way too often. I actually finished this foundation. This is a brand new bottle.
I have like 6 bottles,
and I never finished hardly finished foundations.
That's because Bobbi Brown, they keep us stocked up on this stuff.
So the other foundation I have that was a favorite for 2018 is this Fenty Beauty foundation. This foundation I was super excited to use. When Rihanna came out with the Fenty Beauty in general, I was super excited because I'm a huge fan of Rihanna. Like, I love her. She's my best friend in my head. I was excited when she came out with this, and I was like, she's such a boss to execute makeup like this and to be that bomb in the music area. Like, how you do both, I don't know. But this foundation is very, very thin. This is like one of the thinnest foundations and formula. Like, it feels like watery when you put it on.
I like that though.
But the coverage is so bomb. It does not feel like you're wearing makeup, but when you look like in the mirror, you're like, oh, okay, fancy. Like, you're very impressed with a brand that's brand new. She's still new when it comes to the makeup world. And this foundation is definitely one of my favorites. I love the color. This is the color 440, if you guys are wondering. And there's the name of it. I was trying to look for the name of the actual foundation. This is their Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear foundation. And it is definitely, the name is a soft matte finish, which I love. And when Kelsey and I did our first impressions video on this, a lot of people watched it. And I think this was probably our favorite product in that video, the foundation. So I highly recommend her foundation if you're wondering what to try from her line, because she's recently came out with so many other products in Fenty Beauty, but this is one of the first she came out with when she first released it. And the foundation is definitely a go-to product of mine. So love this, super matte, but it doesn't feel like cakey and like stiff on your face. So love this product.
Okay, so my next makeup favorite is also another foundation that you guys saw me recently talking about and in recent favorites, but I still wanted to mention it in the yearly favorites because I have been using this longer than a month when I mentioned it in that video. And it's the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation, and this is 24-hour wear, but I don't know who the hell is wearing makeup for 24 hours. However, this is still an amazing foundation. I'm so glad they redid this formula because, like I said in the video that I mentioned this, the old formula was extremely drying, but this is very wearable and comfortable on the skin, and it's not like Kendra said, it makes your face feel stiff. I hate that feeling. But this is the perfect balance. I also love the packaging. It's super easy to travel with because it's not glass and it's like flat, kind of like the L'Oreal Infallible Match. This is basically the high-end version of that. They both work great, but I feel like the L'Oreal Infallible line, they need to come out with more shades. I feel like the Makeup Forever one has a lot of shades to choose from, so I highly recommend this foundation if you have not gotten your hands on it already. So this is amazing for my oily girls. Love, love, love this stuff.
So I have one concealer to mention, and when I looked at all of my concealers, I realized that I picked this one up pretty much almost every time I did my makeup. Like Kelsey said, we didn't film a lot of makeup tutorials this year, but every time we were doing like a sit down chit chat video, I feel like I saw this a lot. And when I was just basically running errands, not even on camera, I would use this over and over. This is the KKW Beauty concealer. What's the name of this? KKW Beauty Concealer. In the number 14. I don't know the exact name, but this is her concealer. She only has like one line of concealers. So this is the number 14, and I think one of my favorite parts about this is the color, because some of my concealers are lighter and they have to like balance out with my darker foundations, and I'll be trying to, you know, get everything to balance out so I won't be looking crazy like in the middle. Yeah. You know, and
yeah,
this is one of those more neutral shades, so I love her shade selection and the formula, because the formula of this, some of y'all might not know this, so this might make you want to go buy it. It has anti-aging properties.
That's genius.
That's the most genius thing you can put in a concealer, because you put it under your eyes.
True.
So that's super, super smart of her to think of that. And I'm obsessed with the applicator. It's like a flat doe foot, so it sits nicely under the eye and comfortably, so it don't feel like it's poking you underneath your eye, because it's like a delicate area, because the skin underneath is really thin under the eye. So I highly recommend this, and I can actually see that it's going slowly but surely, and I never see that in my concealers. And I'm obsessed with her packaging. Most of my concealers are really like round. I love the square shape, and it just sits so nicely on your vanity. But the formula does a really good job even with oily skin, because even though it has anti-aging properties in it, it still does a really good job when you bake with it. So I really like how like the skin feels and looks underneath the eye. So I don't get oily super fast, but I prefer this concealer in the fall and winter months than the summer, just because of the anti-aging properties and the dry air that's outside. So I love this concealer, the only one that I'm talking about today.
So I also have one concealer to talk about. Obviously this is two, kind of like the foundation, but this is the same product, different colors. By the way, this count is one, if y'all didn't know, just like that foundation. So yeah,
Count is one.
I also just recently mentioned this as well, but I have been using it a lot longer. So this is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. This concealer is bomb. I'm in the colors Deep 2 and Deep 3, so I like to mix these, and the formulation is absolutely amazing. It gives you time to blend it out, like it doesn't dry out super fast. I cannot stand concealers that dry out super fast. I feel like Bobbi Brown,
give you time to work with it.
I love that Bobbi Brown foundation, but they need to work on their concealers, because the one that I have from them, it dries so fast and you can barely have time to like blend it out. But this Cover FX concealer is absolutely amazing. It's great coverage. It's also very comfortable under the eyes, because I feel like some concealers that are very full coverage, they kind of leave you cakey under your eyes. But this one doesn't do that. It's like creamy, but also really good coverage. So I like that balance of this. Also, someone told me to try the foundation version of this, because they said it was really good.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I'm gonna take you guys' recommendation on this foundation and see how I like it, because if I like it as much as this concealer, then it's a winner for me.
Okay, so the next few products are palettes in the makeup category. We're huge palette girls, not really individual eyeshadow girls.
No, not very convenient.
Like to be convenient, you know. So the first palette that I have here, I'm gonna count it as one, like Kelsey just did.
No, this is the same product.
This is the same product.
No, it's two different palettes, Kendra. That's
Whatever.
cheating.
I'm cheating a little bit, because I use these as one palette. So I'm gonna count it the way that I use it, because I use it as one. So these are the KKW palettes, eyeshadow palettes. I'm not gonna lie, every time these dropped, when I would see the actual colors, when she would show the photos, every color I was like, need that, need that, need that.
I have that one.
So this one is the one that she did with Mario. This is the KKW X Mario eyeshadow palette. Love this one. This is the one that has like that super popular blue color in it. So I was obsessed with her neutrals in this palette and the shimmers. The shimmers are basically pressed pigments, like in both of her palettes. And this one is also another favorite of mine. And this
was my other one
that Kelsey has. This is her palette choice as well for one of her favorites. And this one is the KKW Beauty eyeshadow palette. So this is her classic one.
Yeah, it's the classic one. I feel like this one is great for like everyday use. Because it has softer colors in it. And I just feel like it's good for like any girl. The dramatic girl is good for the soft girl, because you can like build up a look with this and do like a soft everyday look. Definitely. With this.
And I have colors from both of these palettes on today on my eyes. And every time you guys would compliment the eye look that I had this whole year, like when I would get comments about my eyeshadow, I was using these palettes. And I use her palettes when I did a lot of our chit chat get ready with us videos. So you guys saw me using her palettes a lot then. I just love the pigmentation, the formula. It's super blendable, and I like just the convenience of her palettes. They're super easy to travel with. And Kelsey and I did quite a bit of traveling this past year, and I found myself picking up one of these palettes.
I just brought this one.
And the matte colors are just like so soft and silky, and then her shimmers feel like pressed pigments.
Yeah, they're really nice.
So this is like, these are like the perfect palettes to travel with. I highly recommend them.
Okay, so my next palette favorite is this Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. Now this is a more recent favorite of mine, and I haven't been using it that long, but I still wanted to mention it in this video because I'm obsessed with the colors in this freaking palette.
They're pretty.
They're so pretty. I did use this in my most recent makeup tutorial, the Extra AF Holiday Glam, and a lot of people were saying this is not extra. I'm like, well, boo, it's extra to me, okay? To me, the eyes with the lips was doing a little too much to me for like an everyday glam. So it was to me, okay? Now this is not really an understated like everyday glam palette to me. This is like if you're going out type of palette because the colors are very like bold in here.
They are.
These are bold, this is bold, that. It's a couple of soft ones in
like
here.
every day to me. I would use Empress every day.
Well, yeah, in the crease,
Yeah.
But the other ones to me, like I feel like this look is made to build up a special look for like a specific event or something.
Okay, so the next eyeshadow palette I have here is something that I used and abused when I first got it. I feel like I used this mostly in the spring and summer. So many people were getting their hands on it, and they came out with more than one like restock. And every time I would try to go get it, it was out of stock. So I was getting so pissed off because when it's a new neutral palette, I gotta jump on it, you know, because I'm obsessed with neutral eyeshadow palettes.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of color because it's not practical to me. And when it comes to makeup, I'm one of those practical girls. If I can't like just sit down and just do my makeup and go anywhere with it, it's just collecting dust in my collection.
So true.
So this is the Morphe 3502 palette.
Love this palette.
Love it, love it, love it. The only thing it's missing is a mirror.
That would be a big ass mirror. Well, they could have did like a smaller one in the middle.
No, they could have did a big one. I mean, it probably would have broken easily.
Yeah.
But whatever, that's just me being greedy. This palette is probably one of the best neutral palettes that was used this past year. If you need any neutral color in the world, it's probably in this palette.
It's in there.
Like, they're like the most gorgeous shades in here. Shimmers, mattes.
I like the red
colors.
Yeah, I like the red and orange.
I'm definitely like a red undertone neutrals kind of girl because I feel like it complements my skin tone really well. They have so many good coppers in here, bronzy colors, rose gold. I love this palette, like love it. I think I got Kelsey. Did you get you this palette?
I used it today.
Oh, okay. So I love this palette. This is probably one of my favorite palettes to do a matte look when I do like that super extra blown out like red brick with like a really light vanilla lid.
Yeah.
Every time I do that kind of look, you guys tend to like it. This is probably my favorite palette to do my go-to look with. My super matte like looks. So I love this palette so much.
Yeah, like I said, I did use that palette today, but on my lid I do have Your Majesty, which is the gold in this Queen of Hearts palette. So yeah. And they do have Morphe and Ulta now. So you might want to go hit up your Ulta to you know, get that palette.
I actually think I got this one in Ulta now that I think about it. I got the original 350 online.
Oh, see, I don't have that. I like the second two better.
Yeah. I thought I liked the original, which is still a great palette, but this one is a little more amped up.
So my last palette is from Urban Decay, and this is the Born to Run palette. We mentioned this also in a favorites, obviously. But these colors are so pretty. I used the crap out of this palette this year, like right when they sent it in the mail. Like, it was sitting on my vanity for like a week or so. And then when I finally sat down to do my makeup, I was like, this palette is bomb. Like, the colors in here are so pretty. This palette pretty much has anything for any girl, the neutral girl, the girl that likes color. So this is a very versatile palette. You can create pretty much any kind of look you want with this palette. But of course, you guys know I tend to go for more of the neutrals, like Still Shot is one of my favorites. Baja, Ignite, love those colors, gorgeous. So love this palette. You have to give it a try. Also love this packaging. This is a huge mirror. Like Kendra said, she likes mirrors. So there you go, a nice big mirror in here. So yeah, this is just a really good palette. I have traveled with this just because, like, when I don't know what palette to take, I either was taking this one or my KKW Beauty one. Like, these are the two that I was like packing the most.
So the very last palette that I have to mention is not an eyeshadow palette, but it's a face palette. And this is also from KKW Beauty. I feel like that's most of the makeup that I have here. But this is the KKW Beauty Powder Contour and Highlight Kit. This is in the shade Deep/Deep Dark. And that's mainly why I use this the most, because I think I mentioned this in a favorites or two, maybe this past whole year. And I kept mentioning that I like the shades and the colors that she offers in her like collection of products. I just hate when someone comes out with something new and I'm like, none of that's gonna look good on my skin tone.
True.
And every time I saw her come out with something, I'm like, ooh, that'll look pretty on me. So this bronzer is super matte.
That's the only one I use.
I need a matte bronzer in my life, like super important, and everybody don't need glitter on their face. This one is very warm, this one is very cool. So this one is more for contour. I don't use this one as often, but this one I use it so much and I still have yet to hit pan on it. Because it's super pigmented and a little bit goes a long way.
But that's how you know it's a lot of product in there.
Yes.
And I've been using mine all year and I still have not hit pan.
So I literally think she got product all the way down here.
Sometimes they be trying you. I be like, I just got this.
It's mostly just packaging.
Yeah,
and
I just
less
thought about
product.
that, yeah.
So I highly recommend this if you're looking for an all-in-one highlight and contour palette.
Yeah.
Because I use this
highlight
a lot.
Pretty. It's very
this
soft.
rose gold one is pretty, but the finish of this one is more champagne, but this one is more like gold.
It's softer on the skin. Like bronzy.
Yes.
Very warm. Yeah.
And I'm also wearing basically every makeup product in this video today because I mixed those foundations together as well. I'm wearing this today. So she has a big mirror. Told you, Kim likes mirrors apparently too. Clearly because she likes looking at herself. So that makes perfect sense. And I just love that she has like a big variety of shades. Just bomb. And the pigment is bomb on the highlight. You might want to just be a little lighter handed because it's easy to get too much.
Yeah.
Because these are very like
pigmented.
Yeah. So less is more with the highlight shades, but the contour is super, super bomb. And this is perfect for travel.
Okay, so the last makeup product I have to mention is a lip product, and this is a liquid lipstick, and this is by The Balm, and this is the liquid lipstick in the color Trustworthy.
I already knew. You use it so much.
I use this so much. I have like 3 or 4 backups just because I was like, Kendra, you gotta try this. This you gotta use. It's so bomb. Y'all, I have this on now. Every time I wear this, people are like, what's on your lips? What's on your lips? I'm like, trustworthy. Like, I literally have to copy and paste some of my answers because so many people be asking me. I'm like, it's Trustworthy by The Balm. So if y'all have not tried this liquid lipstick, y'all need to get on it. It's amazing. It's perfect for any skin tone, but especially for my darker skin tone girls. I know it's kind of hard sometimes for us to find nudes that actually look right and don't look like chalk on our damn lips.
Powder donut.
Lies. That's not cute. So I'm so glad they're finally making nudes for our skin tones. So this is perfect over top of a chocolate brown lip liner, or even by itself. By itself is more of a peachy undertone on my lips, but it mixes perfectly with any of my brown lip liners. I'm obsessed. And the formula is great too because it's not drying, but it also stays on your lips through like eating and stuff, talking, events, if you're going to events, or if you want to wear it to work. It's just a really good all-around product. I love the smell. It has like it smells like bubble gum, like a minty bubble gum.
Too a little when you
first put it on. It like makes your lips kind of feel like you just used some mouthwash. But I love that feeling. But it smells like sweet peppermint. That's like the perfect way to describe the scent. And all of them smell like this. But this one to me is my favorite color because I have used more colors. But Trustworthy to me is a standout.
So the one only lip product that I have should come as no surprise if you guys have been watching Kelsey and I for years.
It's a gloss.
It's a gloss. Because you know I love my gloss. Like, I'm obsessed.
I feel like you like gloss because your lips are a little more luscious than mine.
Well, thanks.
Mine aren't as luscious as hers.
You have full lips too. You got like you got like paper thin lips.
They're not. I love my lips, but yours are just a little more juicy.
Thanks.
So glosses are like made for you.
I like to enhance the juicy. But I'm obsessed with this Fenty Beauty Universal Gloss Bomb. When I tell y'all this is definitely universal, I've seen this shade on multiple skin tones and it just adjusts to make your lips look like your lips but better. Yeah. So you can wear this like by itself if you're not like a makeup wearing girl because it's not super opaque, but it's not clear. It's not super sheer. It's like right in the middle. So the shade has like a pretty rosy undertone and it does have glitter in it, which explains why it enhances the lips. It makes it look a little bit more plump, a little more extra, and I love both of those words. So I'm obsessed with the color, and it has a mirror on the top, which is genius. So you can like take this to a concert. I feel like I took this to multiple concerts this past year because we went to a couple or quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I kept bringing this one to the concert that we went to this past year. And I'm just obsessed with how it goes well with every lip combo that I do, because I change up my lip combos all the time with different liquid lipsticks and lip liners. I can't never stick to one lip combo. Yeah. So that's why there's not a bunch of lip products in this video, because we will be here till Saturday, and today is Thursday. So the very last makeup product that I have here are lashes, because I feel like these are getting kind of busted, so I need to show them before I throw them away. And this video is the perfect opportunity to do that. These are the Lava Lashes Los Angeles, and these are in the style Angelic. Every time I wear these lashes on Instagram, everybody kept asking, Kendra, what lashes are those? Kendra, what lashes are those? They are from the brand Lava Lashes. I feel like I tagged them in one of my pictures. But I love these lashes. I haven't tried any of the other styles, but these this past year, especially toward the end of the year, definitely replaced my Lily lashes, because I just kept forgetting to get around to buying some new ones, because y'all know I love Miami's from Lily Lashes.
Yeah, I like those too.
But these are very similar to those. They're like a mink lash. These are from their exclusive 3D mink collection. You can get them at lavalashes.com. They have like the website on the box. So I'm definitely going to be trying more of these, but the Angelic style just stood out to me the most, because they're not too extra. Like, they don't look like you're about to fly away, but they're not like too understated. Like, they just add so much to every look. I just feel so glam and like, you know, extra sparkly and gorgeous when I have these on. You know, it's just something about a good lash that makes your eye look more bomb. Like, I don't know what it is.
More glam.
More glam. So these definitely do that, and they're super soft. They don't look like plastic, you know, cheap lashes. And I've used these at least like 10 times, so I highly recommend using them more than once, because they still look brand new when you keep using them. So these are not disposable right away. You want to get your money's worth.
Okay guys, so that's it for makeup. Now we're going to move on to body products. And I don't have like lotions and like oils and stuff to mention, because I've used the exact same stuff this year that I've used the past 2 or 3 years. So I don't have any new things to mention, but as far as body, I do have 2 perfumes to mention to you guys that I've been obsessed with in 2018. Kendra don't have none because she got too many to choose from.
And I have body products. So you don't have body, I don't have perfume.
Exactly.
I could not choose.
When you lacking, I got you, and vice versa.
Got it.
Okay, so the first scent that I've been using the crap out of in 2018 is by Chloe. And I was so surprised that I liked something from Chloe, because I'm not a big Chloe fan. I just feel like some of her stuff smell like too florally, too frou-frou, like light. I don't like that.
I like the original Chloe.
I like strong, in-your-face scents. But this one was a standout to me. I got this in a sample size the first time I tried it. And this is Chloe Nomad. This smells so good. By the way, I love this bottle with the little string on it. So cute. Love the gold. But I had, like, for the longest time, I wouldn't buy the big size. I kept, like, buying the mini spray one. And I would get compliments on it as well. But I feel like it's very sweet, but it's not like headache or like nauseous sweet, because I feel like some scents can kind of do that. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of super sweet scents, but I feel like this is a grown woman sweet, if you know what I mean. So it's like grown, but it's still like sexy. I feel like men would really like this on women, because I feel like men always like sweet scents on women. They're like, oh yeah, I like sweet scents. But this is not like pink sugar. No offense if you still use pink sugar, but I feel like if you like 25 and up, you should not be using pink sugar.
I still have it.
That's like early 20s teenager. You still use it?
I haven't used it in a while, but I still own it.
But would you wear it on a date?
No.
Okay then.
But I would still spray it on occasionally.
Around the house.
Around the house.
It don't count. You won't wear it out.
But I would still wear it.
To me, that's too.
If you like pink sugar, keep using your pink sugar.
I don't know. It's not. It smells like cookies. I don't want to smell like I bought it at Limited too.
Tried it.
Sorry, no offense if you do. I'm just being real, okay? But this Chloe is amazing. You guys like sweet scents, but still grown. You want to elevate your sweet. If you're using pink sugar and you want to elevate it and you get tired of it, use this. It's bomb. And the last fragrance that I have, I only have 2. Because I've been using new scents this year, but these 2 stood out the most to me.
I feel like she's getting in my category with this one. Like, you started using my taste kind of perfume.
But you said you still use pink sugar, so I don't know.
But I feel like you like these kind of scents because I put you on.
Yeah. You didn't put me on. I actually found this in Sephora.
But you said it smelled like something that I would wear.
Yeah, that's true. This is by Tom Ford, and this is ombre leather. This smells so bomb. This is a unisex scent. So this is for men and women, and it's kind of strong. So if you don't like super strong scents, then you won't like this. It's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of woodsy. It's very sexy. It's warm.
Nighttime.
It's very nighttime. This is not a day scent at all. Definitely not a day scent. So this is definitely a night scent. Hence why the packaging is just plain black. Very simple.
Kind of smoky.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
Not in a good way. Not tobacco smoky. Not like your auntie house smoky. Like, you know. I don't know. I get what you're saying. It's not a bad smoky though.
It's like Lux.
Yeah, it smells expensive. Well, it's Tom Ford. It does
Ford.
smell expensive.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just so bomb. I like
very
that.
unique.
This is leather too.
Love
where
the
the name
packaging.
is. And then the rest of it is just matte black. It's just very simple.
It's unisex packaging.
Perfect. You and your man could share it. Bomb.
But I probably would steal it mostly. So moving on to body care, Kelsey does not have any, and it was very hard for me to narrow this down because I enjoy body products very much. So we're gonna start with something that I started using earlier in the year, and this is from the brand Welletta.
Welletta. I think it's Welletta.
Welletta. And this is their skin food.
I
and
have like 3
it's
of these.
so bomb, especially for travel. This is their 2.5 fluid ounce, so you can toss it in like your carry-on. And this is bomb if you have super dry, cracked hands, knees, elbows. I use it on my whole body, and this product spreads easier if you mix it with an oil.
I feel like we mentioned this in a favorite.
We did. A lot of these products we've mentioned in favorites or some kind of video.
But you've been using this more in 2018.
Yes. But I found myself using this a lot this past year because as you can see, it's like gone. But like a little bit goes a long way because it spreads nicely and like it just penetrates into the skin. Like you can feel how like moisturized and hydrated your skin is, so it doesn't sit on top of the skin. I'm obsessed with this, and it says for dry and rough skin. It says such as on hands, feet, and elbows. So
because it's thicker.
It is a thicker
I'm
product.
not gonna lie, when you use it on your body, it takes forever to rub
It feels
in.
more tacky, which is why I recommend that you mix it with your favorite oil.
Yeah, if you're gonna use it on your body. But if not, use it by itself on like where it says like the elbows and feet, hands.
So this is a really good winter product. I highly recommend it if you struggle with dry, cracked skin. I do because I take really hot showers, so I need something super moisturizing, and that's why I'm obsessed with body care, because I like hot showers, and I know hot water is not very good for your skin, but that's the only way I feel clean.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
it's just, it is what it is. The next body product I have, Kelsey is obsessed. Kelsey borrowed this from me recently, and she looked at me like, why you ain't been buy me one of these? Like, she looked at me like I did something wrong. I'm like, I had been telling her about it.
Bomb, though, you get me one too.
You're so spoiled. I told her about this when I first got it. I first tried this with the smaller packaging. I did not first buy this big packaging. That would be idiotic. Don't do that. So if you've never tried a product, get the smaller packaging. I had like the one that's like this big. You can get it at Target or pretty much any drugstore. Palmer's you can get pretty much anywhere. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter with vitamin E, and it's a 24-hour moisture balm. It doesn't have what it is.
It's not a lotion.
It's not a lotion. It's not a body butter. It's like a body balm. It's very thick.
Yeah.
But when you rub it in, it literally glides on. It turns into butter, if that makes sense. Like as you're rubbing it in, it turns into like an oil-like feel. Yeah. So you don't even need to apply an oil on top of this. I do recently because it's winter and I'm extra. And I got too many products, so I'm trying to use them up. So those are all my excuses.
To me, it seems like, it feels like they mix together oil and like all of their like lip, their chapstick, and crushed them down and put them in a jar.
It's so good, y'all.
Because it's really thick.
It's like a nice buttery, soft like texture.
Yeah.
This can be for your whole family. Like Kelsey, I'm gonna ask you to continue using this with me so we can finish it together.
I mean, it's a lot. But if you don't like going to bed greasy, you might not like it.
Yeah, it is a little heavier of a product because it's not lying when it says 24-hour moisture, because when I wake up the next day, I still feel it on my skin. So if you're someone who's lazy and only likes to moisturize once a day, I actually moisturize my body twice a day. But this says it heals and softens. It definitely does that because it's super thick. I can't stress enough how thick this is. Like, if you're into those super thick products, you need this in your life because it's amazing. And it is paraben free. So I don't think they used to have this formula paraben free, so I think they upgraded to that. And it has so many different benefits. It says it's good for eczema prone skin as well. So if you're someone with eczema, it's good for that. It says it smooths marks and scars. I don't know if it do all that because it's been a myth that cocoa butter is supposed to do that. To a certain extent, you have to do it on fresh scars,
not old ones.
Cocoa butter don't really work on old ones. Bio oil does, but this, I don't think it do. But it has a lot of different benefits, and you guys know that it's 24-hour moisture. If you want to be moisturized all day, then there you go. The last body product that I have here is a scrub, and I feel like this is the only one that I kept using over and over. There is currently an empty one in my shower, and this is a brand new one. This is the Tree Hut Moroccan Rose Shea Sugar Scrub. I prefer sugar body scrubs over salt ones because I feel like they're more abrasive and they just get in there better. And I actually feel smooth with those. I can't stand those scrubs where you just feel like just rubbed it on your skin and you still feel, you know, like textury and not smooth. That's not a word. I just don't like those scrubs where you just say, it says gentle scrub. I'm like, gentle for what?
Some people have sensitive skin.
Oh, well,
like some people have like skin that like bruise easy.
Gotcha.
Or like get red easy. Like grandma could not use like a harsh scrub.
Gotcha.
Cause like she can bump a wall and like bruise.
Be red, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm speaking for me. That don't work on me. These Shea Sugar Scrubs from Tree Hut are what's hot forever. Like you need these. Find one that you like the smell of. I get mine at Ulta because they have more options. And they always have this particular scent. It's hard for me to find this scent at Walmart. Yeah. But the Moroccan Rose scent can be found at Ulta. I'm obsessed with these. And they're like $10.
Okay, next we're just going to be moving on to skincare, which is the last, wait, I'm lying, I got one more thing. Second to last category.
It is for me.
So the first product that I'm going to mention, I've mentioned on the vlog channel. And this is a vitamin C, and this is by Kors. This is the Wild Rose Spotless Serum. This is 15% vitamin C. And this is my second bottle of this. I wanted to find a really good vitamin C because a lot of the ones that I was using were aggravating my skin, giving me texture, rashes. My skin is just kind of sensitive sometimes. So I wanted to find one that was gentle, and Kors is a brand that I've been using for a while. And I noticed when they first came out with this, I was like, oh, they have vitamin C now. And it's mixed with rose, which is why it's probably more gentle because it's not just pure vitamin C. Because when I use pure vitamin C, it's just irritating. So this one is really, really gentle, but it works really, really well and faster. Because I know some people want like overnight results with vitamin C, but this one to me, I've noticed a difference when I used it. Like the first week I used it, I noticed that a lot of my dark spots were lighter. And vitamin C is not only good for hyperpigmentation, but it's also good for like building collagen in your skin and anti-aging. So it's not just for dark spots. So that's why vitamin C, you hear a lot of people talking about it because it does more than one thing for your skin. So that's why I really like this. But I mostly use my vitamin C in the mornings just because it's really good for protecting your skin against free radicals and the outside, you know, environmental aggressors. So vitamin C is really good for that. But if you're going to use your vitamin C during the day, make sure you use a sunscreen. You should be using one anyway, but especially if you're using vitamin C, because vitamin C does make your skin more sensitive to the sun. So it's very important.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, that's extremely important. So yeah, this is just an all-around amazing vitamin C. If you haven't found a vitamin C that works for you, or you have sensitive skin like me, this one will probably be one that will work really well for you.
So the first skincare product I have here is a cleansing oil. And this has been my favorite product to take my makeup off this past year. And this is from the brand Tatcha. This is their Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. I love this, super gentle. Because some cleansing oils, I feel like they're either too thick or some of them like burn my eyes. This one doesn't do either one of those. And I love the pump on it. The only other cleansing oil that I'm pretty much obsessed with is the Shiseido One Step or the Shiseido Perfect Cleansing Oil. That one's really good, and Dermalogica has a really good pre-cleanse.
Amazing.
But this one I found myself using a lot. And Tasha has so many different products and you just don't know what to try. But I feel like this is one of their more popular products because it is like gentle when it comes to like getting in your eyes. Because some makeup removing products like you burn my eyes, like seriously.
Yeah, a lot of Tatcha products are kind of overhyped, but this cleansing oil is actually really good.
Really, really good. So if you need a good review, I have one for you. And I have oily skin that's sometimes acne prone. I rebuke it for 2019 that it won't be acne prone. Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. But this is a really good cleansing oil for taking off your makeup, and it's gentle. And I highly recommend switching to a cleansing oil instead of using 10,000 wipes like I used to do. So this is better for your skin.
Okay, so next we pretty much have all masks to mention. And we are going to do, I have on the schedule coming up a mask video for acne prone skin. And I have a few of those that I'm about to mention. So this is kind of like a preview. But the first one that I'm going to mention is one of my favorite inexpensive masks that I get from Ulta. And this is by Freeman. And this is the oil absorbing mint and lemon clay mask. And this instantly refreshes and controls breakouts for clear skin. And this one is specifically for oily skin. And it's a 10-minute mask, even though I leave it on for like extra 5, like 15. So I try not to leave my acne mask on too long because I feel like it brings extra stuff up that I don't want to come up. So follow the directions when it comes to acne masks.
Like the clay ones.
Rinse it off when it says rinse it off, okay? This one is really, really nice. I like that it has lemon in it because it helps brighten my skin as well. And this one also works really well for blackheads and whiteheads. So sometimes we have, it's not a pimple, but it's like a little whitehead that you know you shouldn't pop. This will kind of take care of that. And I've also had some pimples be smaller when I rinse this off my face, which is kind of crazy because sometimes I feel like some stuff say that, but it really don't do that. But this does, and it's very inexpensive. Like, it's not expensive at all.
Yeah, that brand, they have a lot of different
Freeman
ones that
has
are cheap.
So many masks. Like, I have a few more that I really like from them, but this one is my favorite because it really helps with my breakouts. And this is really good to use like 2 to 3 times a week just to kind of clear out your skin if you're having a breakout issue for that week. Because sometimes my skin is doing great and then I'm having like a problem. You know, sometimes your skin is having a moment. So this is a really good pick-me-up to kind of clear out your skin but not over dry it as well. And this is also really cooling on the face. And I like that too. It's like a blue color. So like like a mint color with hints of the mint in it, which is why it's cooling on the face.
So the next mask I have to mention, I feel like all the 3 masks that I have here are masks that I feel like make the biggest difference fast. I'm so impatient when it comes to products, and these are products that I feel like give like noticeable results immediately, because I feel like a lot of times with my clay mask you have to use them like 2 days in a row. Especially if you're trying to dry out a pimple, you have to like be consistent with it. These kind of products that I have here are very instantaneous. Like you see a difference as soon as you rinse it off, or you feel the difference. This is from the brand Drunk Elephant, and this is the TLC Sakaki Baby Facial, and it says Resurface Plus Reveal, and it has 25% AHA and it has 2% BHA, and those are basically peels, chemical exfoliants. If you are looking for a product that's going to help with texture, if you have a lot of dead skin, if you need a pick-me-up to make your skin look more flawless, acne prone, dark spots, like AHAs and BHAs are your best friend, but you have to use them sparingly. You can't use them like every single day because they will like burn your face off because it like you can feel it working. This has a not slight, I'm not even gonna lie, it burns. It's like a tingling feeling, but you can feel it working, and I kind of like that feeling. So I appreciate that about this product, that like you feel the difference when you rinse it off. Your face feels like the name, like a baby facial. It's so soft, and it's really good if you're gonna have like an event coming up, like a wedding or like something where you're gonna be taking pictures, because you look more smooth and even.
Yeah, that's when you don't use your detox mask.
Yes, because it's gonna pull up like acne,
you
breakouts.
Need to use those like a week before.
I highly recommend some kind of peel when you have something like fancy coming up. And this is basically an at-home facial. If you cannot afford to go to a med spa to get like some kind of peel, this is where it's at. This is kind of pricey, but you only need a little bit, and this is the only one that I've ever bought. So I highly recommend it. Bomb. Okay, my next mask is a mask that Kendra put me onto. It's so bomb.
And I don't know if you guys have been seeing this brand around this year, but this is
all over
by
Instagram.
Yeah, all over Instagram. But this is by Sand and Sky, and this is the Australian Pink Clay Porfining Face Mask, and this is for detoxifying and brightening. So I like both of those things because I always have issues with dark spots and acne because of the marks that it left. So this is like the perfect combo of a product. So this helps with drying out pimples as well as brightening your dark spots. It does sting when you put it on.
It's intense.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I put it on, I was like, damn, Kendra, girl, why you help me?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm almost at the bottom. I need a new one.
You can get this at Sephora now too, which is bomb.
They weren't on Sephora like a few months ago, but they recently got on Sephora, and I was like, yes, I can finally start just going to Sephora to get it. I love this product because it gives results. Well, I love all these products because they give results, but especially skincare, you don't want to just keep using something, and it ain't doing nothing for you. You just wasting your time putting it on your face. But I like this because like after like 2 days of using it, like if I have an annoying pimple, well obviously the first time you use this, your pores are gonna look different.
Smaller.
But if you have a pimple, you notice a difference after like 2 days. Like it's like dried up, kind of like sucks it out. This is another 10-minute one. Don't leave it on for like 30 minutes and be lazy. Just go ahead and rinse it off. But yeah, this is a very intense detoxifying mask, but it works.
Okay, so the next mask that I have is a hydrating mask, and I found that this was my favorite like gel hydrating type mask this year because I have quite a few hydrating masks, but this one is by far my favorite. This is from the brand Fresh, and this is their Rose Face Mask, and it hydrates and tones. If you guys don't know, rose is really good for brightening, so that's where the toning comes in it. And I'm obsessed with the fact that it has real rose petals in it. So it just feels like these are like handmade. I'm sure they're not handmade, but I'm sure the ingredients are fresher, like the name Fresh.
I love Fresh mask though.
Fresh, that's like their best products they have are their masks to me. I love all their masks.
And I like their soy cleanser too.
Yes, that's a really good product.
They have really gentle products.
So if you have sensitive skin, this is a really nice mask. It's a dark kind of color. I feel like I used this in my pamper routine video. I think I did. I used this in my pamper routine, like my simple pamper routine. I'm obsessed with this. It feels really cooling on the face. Like if your skin is really dry and irritated from like the cold, you know, crusty weather. I say crusty because it makes your skin crusty. So I highly recommend this product if you have not tried it. Kind of pricey, but it's so good. It smells amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of straight up rose. I like rose mixed with other scents that are more toned down, but this is like a fresh smell. I feel like all fresh products have cucumber in it because this, I feel like it smells like cucumber mixed with roses.
I'm sure it's in there.
So I highly recommend this one. If you have not tried a mask from them, this one is really good. I love like the gel kind of consistency formula.
Okay, so this is my last detoxifying mask I'm going to mention. But I have 2 more masks after this. But this one is from Le Labo. Kendra and I recently mentioned this one. And a favorite, this is the charcoal mask. This mask is so bomb. And it's very thick because it has shea butter in it. And the reason I decided to mention this one is because this one is really good if I want to give my skin a detoxification, but I don't want to dry it out. Because like right now it's getting cooler outside and my skin
It is cold outside.
Well, it's very cold outside and I feel like my skin is getting to the point where it has like flaky areas. And this is really good when my skin needs to be detoxified but not dried out. So this is the perfect balance because like I said, it has shea butter in it. And it also has avocado oil in it. And it's very cooling when you put it on. It's extremely dark. It's pretty much black. So be careful when you're rinsing this off in the sink because it kind of will stain your sink a little bit. And it's kind of messy when you rinse it out. So right when you rinse this off your face, make sure you clean your sink because this will stain your sink. Just, you know, letting you know. Okay, but it's by far
like minty feeling on the face.
The best smelling detoxifying mask I've smelled. Like most detoxifying masks don't really have a scent. They just smell like clay. But they managed to make this one smell good, but
like
still
kind of sweet.
Have good ingredients in it. Because sometimes when stuff has a fragrance like skincare, I'm like, what's the point of this? Like I don't want it to like break me out just because it smells like fruit. You know what I mean? Like I like natural scents, but still like that smell good. You know, pleasant. So this does say use 24 months after first use. So it is fresh. So it's kind of like Lush, like their products are more, you know, organic. So you gotta hurry up and use it because it's not gonna last like 3 years or anything, which is good. I like that because you know that it's really good ingredients in it. So if you have dry skin and you really don't like using a detoxifying mask because of the drying properties, then this one will probably be bomb for you. It is pricey because Le Labo is kind of bougie, but it is worth the splurge.
Okay, so the very last mask that I have to mention here, and my last product, even though the last one was kind of collectively ours, but this is my 18th product, so I can't be including Kelsey stuff with mine. But anyway, this is from the brand Naturopathica, and I fell in love with this brand recently just because I was trying to try more natural ingredients on my skin just to see if it would make a difference. It didn't make a huge difference, but I did find certain products that I liked that made a huge difference. And this is one of those. This is their Sweet Cherry Brightening Enzyme Peel. So this is kind of similar to the baby facial that I mentioned, but this is an enzyme peel. An enzyme is definitely an exfoliating ingredient. So if you see the word enzyme, it's definitely gonna exfoliate your skin. But this does an amazing job at brightening the skin. If you have dark spots and you struggle with hyperpigmentation on any like part of your face, neck, like whatever, this is bomb. So it's like a gel-like consistency. It's definitely not a clay or like a cream kind of mask. It's like more of a gel, and you can definitely tell it's natural because it smells like straight up cherries.
I want to eat it.
It's a very sweet, potent cherry smell. So if you don't like the cherry smell, you would not like this product, but it's very effective. This one is a little bit more less harsh feeling than this one. This is more intense feeling.
Yeah.
And it's gonna like burn when you put it on. This one feels a little bit more gentle. It stings a little bit, but it goes away a lot faster. That one you be feeling it for like a good 3 minutes. And 3 minutes when you in pain, it's a long time. So this one is more gentle, I guess because this brand is a natural brand. Even though Drunk Elephant is a clean at Sephora brand, but this, I see a difference. Like the very next day, it's one of those things where you use something the day before and you look at yourself the next day and you're like, wait, something look different. Like I feel brighter, like it's like a halo over me or something. More glowy. Kelsey noticed when I started using this and I let her try it. It's something about like the glow that it gives. So I highly recommend this cherry mask. They do have a pumpkin one, which I haven't tried yet, but the sweet cherry one is bomb.
Okay, so my second to last mask is from Pharmacy, and I think I mentioned this maybe once on the vlog channel, and this mask I've been using the crap out of. I'm gonna need another one within the next month or so because I like to use this at least once or twice a week, especially now because it's cooler. This is the Pharmacy Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydrating Mask, and it has green Acacia green envy honey in it. So honey is really good for healing. So if you have a couple of pimples that have dried out or popped already on their own and they're kind of like sores and you're dry, this is the perfect mask for you to use at that time because it will help heal those marks. So they can start, you know, healing faster, because sometimes you have like open sores and you don't know what to really do with them. This mask is amazing for it. Honey is really good at brightening and hydrating anyway. So,
and it's also really good for acne.
And acne, because some people are like, wait, honey, huh? Because if you've ever seen people use like actual honey on their faces, it's because it's really good in antioxidants, and antioxidants are really, really good for skin protection and making you look glowy. So anything with antioxidants is really bomb for the skin. But this, I love this glass packaging. It comes with a little spatula that is magnetic, so it does stick to the top of, you know, of the top. And it's like really thick honey. So that's why this is a metal scooper, because this stuff is kind of thick, but it looks like this in the jar, but when you start to rub it in your hands and warm it up and rub it in your face, it turns into like a creamy white texture, and it's a warming mask. So warming masks pretty much feel kind of hot on your face. You like,
it warms up as you warm it up.
Exactly. Literally. Yeah. So as you're massaging this on your face, you're like, hold up, why is this hot?
Yes.
But it's a warming mask. So that kind of helps your pores to open up a little bit better. Hot opens the pores, cold closes the pores. So just in case you didn't know. Yeah, it just says this warming massage mask nourishes and revitalizes the skin for a glowing, smooth complexion. And then my last mask, it's really hard to say. My last mask is by the brand Cora Organics, And I've never really used their products before.
I have.
Yeah,
used
Kendra.
the body oil before.
Oh, they have body products? Oh.
Yeah.
When I saw this when it was new. You know, that new sign, I was like, oh, what is that? This is a mask, obviously. This is their turmeric brightening and exfoliating mask. So it's a 2-in-1, so it's a mask when you put it on. And then when you rinse it off, it's an exfoliator. So it does have little beads in it. They're not irritating because I have kind of sensitive skin. And when I use certain scrubs, I break out like a maniac. Like I get like a rash and I have like crazy pimples all over my face. My skin just doesn't really like a whole lot of scrubs. They have to be extremely fine beads. Like I can't use like the St. Ives scrub. A lot of people like that. I can't use it. My skin does not like it. But this one is amazing. It kind of looks like baby poop. However, doesn't smell like it. Has a very nice minty, fresh scent. Turmeric is really good for brightening the skin as well. I know you guys probably see like a lot of DIYs. If you don't have time for that, you don't feel like doing all that, you don't feel like making your counter yellow, this is bomb, okay? Because you don't have to like do it yourself. And it's organic, which is great because it's an organic brand. And it's for all skin types. And this is just really good if your skin needs a nice pick-me-up and exfoliation and a brightening at the same time. And I've left
kind of theme here. We're obsessed with brightening, clearly.
Well, I mean, everybody wants that glow. And when you have hyperpigmentation, you're just like,
I need to brighten.
I need to brighten. And if your skin is feeling kind of dull, you know, this is just amazing for it as well. This is really good too. I prefer using more organic masks because especially like my hydrating and brightening ones.
Because you leave them on for longer.
Yeah, sometimes I lose track of time and I leave them on for like a very long time. Like I left this on my face for like an hour and it didn't irritate my skin. So if you want a mask to leave on for like longer and you need to do stuff around the house, you have kids and you can't rinse it off super fast, go for more organic masks because you can leave them on way longer. So this is one of those that I've left on while watching TV for like an hour cleaning the house. Okay guys, so I have one more product to mention and then I'm done with all 18 of my products.
Hi, if you're still here. Thank you for being still here.
Yeah, by the way, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment Hudson, Hudson, and we'll know you a real one, okay? So, the last favorite of mine is a Kavaldon candle called Hudson. So, this candle, y'all,
so good.
This is so
You can thank me.
Kendra bougie ass put me onto these Kavaldon candles. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I'm sorry. I know I'm bougie too. But when it comes to candles, Kendra always be finding the like hand poured, extremely like, you know, fancy smancy candles.
They actually work. Some candles that smell good when you do this, you won't smell nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't really, you have to be all up on it like this.
To smell it, yes.
I'm not buying it to smell it when I'm next to it. I'm buying it to smell it throughout the room. This is very strong. You need, depending on the size of the room, you can definitely burn just one. But I like to burn 2 in my room because I'm a little extra. Hudson is by far my favorite Kavaldon candle. I just keep comparing every scent to this one.
I feel like we was on Empress too for a minute.
Empress is really good too.
Yeah.
I love Empress, but Hudson is still by far my favorite.
It's a little more homey.
It's very homey. It kind of smells like the bougie version of a hookah. Like you go to a hookah lounge. Okay. To me, it smells like the more luxurious version of that. If that makes sense. Kind of fruity, kind of warm at the same time. It's just like a very warm and inviting scent. Kind of like an incense too. Like
but not as strong.
Not as strong.
It's like a soft, homey. If you
So
think
good.
of like a nice clean house or somebody just cleaned it and like they burned like their favorite candle, but you go to somebody's house and you leave and your clothes smell real good and you're like, I smelled this before I left. That's this candle. I'm just trying to paint the picture. It smells like a nice, pretty clean house.
Thank you for taking everybody there, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is just amazing. I can't say enough good things about this candle or this brand. It's a really good brand. Very pricey, but so worth it.
So that concludes our top 18 each, because y'all probably thinking that's not 18 products. I don't know if you caught on yet, but we each had 18 products. So that concludes our top 18 favorites. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and let us know if you have some of our favorites in common, like if you have some of the same products that you liked this past year. And let us know if you're going to try anything, because we will have all these products linked down below. There's going to be a long laundry list waiting for you. So if you want to try anything, we will have each product linked for you guys. And yeah, I'm not gonna make this too lengthy because this is already long. So we love you guys and we hope you have a happy, safe New Year's. And yeah, it's gonna be a great 2019. I can feel it in my spirit. Jesus told me.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching and we will see you guys in 2019.